that's almost what I'm looking for. Actually, these are kind of cool. Might keep these. As is. Okay. So, good morning, YouTubers. Not that you are here, but still. Hey, Val. I'm just setting up to go live. Oh, well, she was here. Okay. Yeah, more moves. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, and the other program that I want up, just out of sheer curiosity, we'll go to here. Where's the font? Font viewer. I'll load that up as well. I wonder if that'll work for here. Alright, let's go over to TikTok. Nope, before I go live on TikTok.
So what, I help you study and you play my fake boyfriend to get Justin's attention? Deal. So what, I help you study and you play my fake boyfriend to get Justin's attention?
Workshop. And as we always do, we brought buffers to fight people.
Normally, when we're in the studio and we're bopping, we use Mac.
And then we're gonna go live. Okay, we go here. Actually, I need to go into. Go into my own freaking live so I can actually see. There we go. We go to lives. Now we're going to restore pages. We go to top comments. Then we go to live chats. Hey, there we go. We're now in the live chat there. There. Click that. Click that. That. And I'm live. Yes. Go live. 3, 2, 1. There we go, and I'm live. Yay! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As the case may or may not be. Hello, anyone that's coming in, I'm just sharing this live out. We're attempting to share the live out. Oh, I already shared that to them. Lisa. There we go. Hello, Lou. Thanks for swinging in. Just sharing the live out here before I start. Let's see here. And we are, what I'm going to be teaching this morning is basically how to use Claude and a couple other my own personal programs to build HTML generators. I'm going to talk about vibe coding, marketing as well. Marketing is one of my biggest things, especially branding. Because if you want to start making money with AI, you need to step out. Hey, Vision. So, we need to really start branding more than what people are doing. You need to, you basically really need to be able to go, okay, hey, this is my brand. I want people to recognize me as soon as one of my videos comes up, as soon as they see one of my social medias. You're going to find that we all have our own art styles. We have our own way of branding things. Everyone's different, and you want to actually stand out. Instead of doing basically generic shit, you want to make sure that you stand out for your crowd, for your target market. Is he dead? But we really need to kind of say, okay, enough of the generic shit. It is time that I step up. And you're going to step up by making sure that you're using AI properly. And I'm not just talking one or two lines of a prompt and then just say, hey, that's good enough. Because it's not good enough. You need to first give the AI your own brand Bible. And this brand Bible is literally going to tell the AI everything about you and your brand. You can be your own brand, or you can actually have a company. I actually am starting one called Realm Render. The idea behind this is to be producing HTML generators like this one here. And let me see, not that one, this one. And selling the generators. Selling photo packs, also selling music that people can use for their own stuff. Because the biggest issue when it comes to content and it comes to music is trying to avoid getting nailed by copyright issues. And there's easy ways of doing this. You can use Suno, you can use Flow Music. My go-to is Flow Music. But we can actually start making entire packs of music. And you're going to start selling these for anywhere between $10, $20 if you want. Or you can sell it even higher, depending on who your target market is. You can actually have songs that have an entire story to it, or you can just do pure instrumentals. And that one's up to you. I would actually kind of try a combination of instrumental as well as vocals, just depending on what you actually really want to do. Let me turn my volume up a little bit. By the way, I am actually in the rabbit hole right now. I am also on YT, and I am here. So you can pick your poison on where you want to see the screen. Because this is a little bit of a pain in the butt to see the full screen. Let me just shove my monitor back a little bit more. There we go. There, you can see a little bit more. This is a new butterfly, Victorian butterfly generator marker. It just kind of came to me last night. Thought I would set this up and see what we can actually get it with. We literally have 10 different presets. Generate, and we're going to copy that. This is just one of the generations that I ran. Let's pop that open. There we go. And this one here is basically about butterflies and bookmarks. And that's what the whole idea behind this. I've taken to Claude and said, okay, we're going to kind of mess around with this a little bit. I wanted more of the butterfly to be inside of the frame, not sitting out on top of the frame, but these aren't too bad. This one's actually pretty cool. And the idea here is literally I can sell the generator itself. I can sell the photos for Etsy or my own website, whatever I want, wherever I wanted to sell the packs to. My go-to for generating art is CArt because I have so much more control over the entire setup. Your photos, all of it. And let's see, did I open up the base 64 or not? Okay, this one here, my cinematic Cinemagraph Factory is actually a very interesting tool. And it is up on my store. Link is in my bio. If you use code Grumpy, it'll take it from $69 to from $60 to $39. But if we select the photo, like this butterfly one here, well, actually, let's select that one. And all I have to do is we're going to go with let's do a fast. We'll do breathe, and I don't want embers. I'm going to go more with, let's go stardust, just to try it. And we're going to just generate that. And I'll show you what this one does. This is going to take these photos here and make them actually move a little bit. You can do, let's see here, up to 15 seconds. The minimum is 3 seconds. The default is 7 seconds. And the max is 15 seconds. The reason why is these are just designed to grab people's attention, to stop them. You're going to put an MP4 on it, and it'll turn into an MP4, which is perfect for Reels and here on TikTok even. Because you can stitch a few of them together to make a nice looking video using my Seamless program. Which I will show you the Seamless program in just a second once we generate a few more of these photos. But these ones aren't too bad. Let me just pop these up. My PC might end up getting a little slow, but that's okay. And hello to everyone's coming in. Don't forget to do your heart meets and all that good jazz. That would make for a really interesting bookmark, actually. If you could get them to print it out like that. That would be cool. Have that as the back that would slip in, and the page would slip in behind there. Oh, there we go. That was done quick. So let's go to here. Go to Sin. Where? I don't want to open that one up. Not yet, anyways. And here we go. We go to Output. And here we go. Here is our little video. Let's see how well this actually gets moving. And that one's not moving hardly at all. That is very strange. It should actually move. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. It's actually it is moving a little bit. It's very subtle on the edge there. But I actually want the butterfly to be moving, so we're going to come back to here. We're going to paint the region on that. And we're going to grab that. Very hard to actually see where it's clicking on this. I might have to set it up to where we can actually draw an entire thing. Actually, undo that. Undo that. Well, no, actually, let's not undo that. Let's just pop that. Pop that. Any and all gray parts. There we go. Let's see what happens when we change this out a little bit. And instead of doing the stardust, we'll do Aurora, breathing, and we'll drag that up there, and we'll go wave. Sometimes photos will work, some photos won't work. But that's just pulling the background for some stupid reason, but that's okay. See what else we get. Now see, these aren't bad. And with this particular generator, I've now started doing presets as well as full on Suno. We literally have full Suno music, video scripts, Suno music, so that I can literally just copy this.
Good morning.
Oh, hello. Good morning. I gotta turn my speakers down. Okay, let's go to producer, which is now Flow Music, by the way. Let's see here. And we're just going to pop the song right here. Now, mind you, this is just a bass, a small bass that I would actually improve the ever-living hell out of. But it's good for bare bones kind of setup. Let's see here. That's good there. And let's run another one just out of sheer interest. Here we go. Let's go to randomize. And we're going to copy that instead of trying out the presets. Oop, Jesus, that is loud. There we go. So these aren't too bad, actually. Music-wise. See what I can do, and this is giving me some ideas. Instead of having, this one is all about, this is supposed to be a butterfly, but the butterfly was actually supposed to be inside the flower. It's still not quite it white, as it's a little hard to read. Now, to make this HTML generator, what I did was I just literally went to Claude, and I started with this prompt here. Let me just show more. Let me make sure you guys can see that. So if you want to grab that, go ahead and grab a screenshot of that. And this is how you're going to get what you actually want out of a generator. You actually need to give it details. You can't just go, give me a generator about butterflies and bookmarks, and just leave it at that. Because you don't know what the hell you're going to get. You're going to get you're basically going to get something that you didn't want in the first place. You're going to get a lot of garbage. So, if you grab the screenshot, you will see that it has a lot of details into it. But the first rendition just wasn't quite working out for what I wanted. So what I had to do is I had to come back and said, actually, let's get rid of the butterfly thing, because the very first thing had this weird looking butterfly check mark kind of thing in there. And I had to stop it because it was going to remove the floating butterflies, because if you see, I don't know if you can actually see them or not, but there we go, floating butterflies across the background. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. And I'm going to use my base 64 to adjust the background anyways. But I just didn't like what I literally told Claude what I wanted to get rid of and what I wanted to keep. I did have to stop it in the process. And the second one really wasn't giving me the exact what I wanted. If we come up to here, let me show you what the first photos look like. These were the first photos. They're not bad, but they were not what I wanted. Not by a long shot. They're not, as I said, they're not bad, but they're definitely not what I was after. And this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to literally go to whatever AI program that you want, generate the photo, and see how it comes out. And then say, okay, this is not what this wasn't what I wanted, or if it's what you actually want, then just leave it alone. But in my case, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. This one didn't turn out too bad. This was kind of cool. But again, not exactly what I wanted. And then we started getting more into the bookmark shapes. And this is a little bit better. Now this one here is close to what I was looking for. Because as you can see, the butterfly is actually inside of the frame, not sitting on the outside of the frame. Because I'm going for more of a 3D kind of vibe. And I wanted the frame to kind of pop out a little bit more than the butterflies. But then you get something like this. And it's like, what the ever living hell is this? But it's still not bad. You can produce some really interesting things once in a while. So if we go here, we'll see what that does. And the beautiful thing is this also has a full, let's see what the music is on this one. This is the second rendition. But if I like this, I'm literally going to change the background to it. See if it, let's see here. Claude should have improved it. Download that. There we go. That's a little bit better. You can actually read it now. As you can see, we have wing landscape scenes, 4 wings. We have color palette, lighting and shadow, artistic style, and camera. And we actually have that. So this is actually easier for me to read. Try that. That's an actual and we'll see how well Flow actually does on this one. Again, this is designed for both. You can take Suno music and put it into Flow. You can kind of do the same thing reverse-wise, but to be perfectly honest, I don't know why you would want to do that. To me, Flow music is a lot better than Suno. You've got a lot more control over it. Sound is a lot better. So, let us see. Frames it has to do. There you go. It's coming. for grabbing your heart meat. And my PC is going to be a little slow this morning because of the fact that I'm running a couple different programs here. And, okay, cool. There's that. We have that open. And we're going to go to downloads. Extract this. So, let's go into our seamless program here. Nope, there we go. It's done. Click OK. Let's have a quick sticky beak at that to see if it is actually working like I want it to. I am noticing that some photos work rather well in the cinematic, and then there's other ones that just don't do squat. There we go. Let's pop that one up and see how well this one works. Let's move in the background. Kind of a very subtle movement on the background. But the idea was to be moving the butterfly, not the background. But this will actually do things of this nature. As you can see, we have a bit of movement in the hair as well as the sparkles that are moving around in the background. Just a good way of stopping people's grabbing their attention when you're putting it up on here or IG, wherever you're going to post them. Let's see here. There we go. By the way, the photo itself is on from one of my generators, which you can find an entire pack on my store. Link is in the bio. There is literally a bundle of 9 different generators. And let's see here. So we're going to go back to there. We're going to close that off right now. Let us make a quick little movie. Okay, that is the right folder. I just had to make sure that was the right folder. Open that up. This is going to automatically load all the folders, the files that are in that one folder. I'm just going to add this one song. Actually, let's download both of them. Would help if I actually downloaded the things. I'm like, where did they go? I forgot to download them. That's where they went. Look here. Fine. Download MP3s. There we go. Voila. Now then, we're going to grab both of these. We'll add those in there. And as this is going to be a photo slideshow, I need to set it up so that it shows that it is a photo slideshow. I prefer, well, actually, let's go to ambient. That's what I prefer. I'll change the name so I know what it is. There we go. And we're going to loop all clips to fill the music. Now, I could actually put in a title, intro and outro if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that on this one. Let's see if we go to browse. I can choose my different. I can literally choose different fonts. I can load them up however I wanted to. And if we go to here, let's go to. Where is my fonts? Font. And we grab that one there, Fonts. There we go. We'll grab that. And we're literally going to, what I'm going to actually do is I am going to add some different, I'm going to add let Claude basically write me a script for this little video using my brand Bible. Let's change the transition. Well, actually, we'll leave it at audio. Transition duration, 4.5. That's fine. We're going to go key and burn. And we're going to leave the rest of those all alone as is. Not going to do the beat sync. The beat sync's kind of neat. The beat sync will basically change the frame on the beat. So you can literally do beats per clip, 1, 2, 4, 4, or 8, and it will go fast. If you turn that on, it's kind of a cool function, but it will go really fast transition wise. You can do multiple setups. We're just going to go for TikTok / IG Reels for right now. We will enable our lovely little logo because, quite frankly, you need to be labeling, you need to be putting your own brand everywhere that you can on all of your artwork. Your generators should have your brand. Your generators should actually have your brands as well. Let us go to Realm Render logo. There we go. And then I need to change the settings here from landscape to portrait because all my photos are in portrait. I want them to stand for 10 seconds. Presets, we're going for TikTok, standard 30. Okay. Now, you do not have to do this next step, but I have set this up so that the seamless will actually connect to Claude through the API. You'll load up your brand Bible. Let's see, Realm Render, brand. Oh, okay. I have to search for the thing. Let me pull this out of the way so that I can properly scroll down here. I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Realm Render Brand Bible. And then, once you have that up there, you can tell it what you're doing. So I'm going to just say selling a butterfly bookmark HTML generator for AI, for amazing AI art. And then we're just going to pop the script. If I go to billing, it normally costs, I think the most that I've seen it run me was 10 cents. But it depends on how many photos you actually have. And right now there are 16 photos that I'm attaching to this one little video. So let's go to 734. So 7.34. And we'll find out how much the script actually cost us to put this in. Because as you can see, it is almost done. Doesn't take long. And this is going to literally put all the text over as an overlay for the videos. And let's see here. It will actually tell us when it's done. On that one. There we go. So as you can see, it literally, I can change every single thing that it gives us. And it's given us quite a few different closing title card, grab the generator, render cell, repeat. So we're going to go insert that, the title cards into the queue. And boom, as you can see right here, we now have full title cards over that. And then all I have to do is start generating. And this might take a little bit because there are, let's see here, basically 100, not 100, there's let's see here, encoding. So it's encoding like 200 to 300 frames. This is literally going to turn it into a little movie. It's going to take our still photos, actually make them look like they're moving. It will have music as well. And did I loop it for the whole thing? Or did I get silly? Nope, loop clip to fill music. So basically what's going to happen is it will literally run the entire process, all 16 frames, pictures, constantly until it runs out of music. And there are two music files on there. Each are currently like 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. One's 3 minutes. Let's see, what's this one here? That's 2 minutes and 31. So basically, you're looking at about a 5-minute video. All made using this one generator and my seamless program. So, seeing how this is actually a decent generator, I like it. Let's close the schematic part off. Let's open up the HTML injector. We're going to make it a little bit more pretty. Back to here. And yes, the base 64 injector is on my store as well. I'll show you what it does. So right now, I can easily sell this lovely little generator, 10, 20 volts. Injector on the other hand, load this up here. Auto image. Grab that one first. We're going to literally put this on the right panel. And I want to do retain the full image there. And then we're going to grab that one there. And we're going to put that on the left. That's it. Put on my branding in here again. We're going to go here and just type in Realm Render logo. There we go. Thank you. And then let's see here. We want the left position medium. We're going to change the color so it's a little bit more of a blue. There we go. Click OK. And we're going to have a glow pulse on it. Name is Realm Render. And let's see here. Render without limits. That's one of my taglines. And this is going to happen very, very quickly. Normally speaking, it will. But seeing how I do have a video in the background running, there we go. We're going to click on Save. Click Yes. And we're going to open that up. And boom. As you can see, we now have that photo there and that photo there. All 100% added in. It enhances the photo very well. And if you look in between, you can literally, if you look off on here, you will literally see the butterfly still floating in the background on that spot. If I wanted to, I can easily change the font. If we come to here, and all we got to do is come in and add a font. We have full length let's just change the top one, and we're going to go with the calligraphy just for the sheer hell of it. Click save. Click yes, replace. No, we don't need to open that back up. Control Shift R. And as you can see, it's changed the calligraphy. It's changed the font. This is a $20 program. It's up on my store. Link is in the bio. But now I can sit there and I can change every aspect of this HTML generator. So now, instead of charging, say, $10 for it, I can easily charge 20 to 30, and I forgot something. Wouldn't you know? Let's see here. I forgot to put my link in my bio. So it is RH. There we go. Let's rerun that again. There we go. And all I have to do is press that, and it will rewrite it very quickly. Thank you, Designs. And as I said, my computer is just going to be a little slow just because of the fact that, click yes, I am building an entire video. There we go. Now then, let me close this one off. Close that off. Close that off. There we go. Now, if I click on my logo, boom, it takes you to my link in bio. And which, by the way, if you look on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, you will find all of my details. And on the left side is the lovely Clearly with Jax. That is her side. My store, if you go down to where it says website, that will take you straight to my store. But this way, now, if I sell this generator, say at $30 to $40, if somebody buys it, they're going to see this nice little pulsating logo of mine. And you are going to be able to, they click on it, and boom, it's going to take them straight to your store. This is what you need to do. This is all about branding here. Now, if I wanted to, I could white label this as well. And the white labeling just means that I would take the original, which I still have. I literally still have the original. So if we go back to the original, go to downloads, go to here, white labeling this right here, I can easily change all of this. But seeing how there's no branding on this, I can white label this, which means I could sell this to VM Design. Instead of selling it to them for $20, I sell it for $50 or $60. And tell them, hey, you buy this from me for, say, $50, you can now go in, put your own, take this, put it, the base 64 injector, use that to completely change everything. You can brand it however you want, sell it how you want. So they could go in and they could actually sell it for, say, $60. Instead of buying it for $50, they sell it for $60. So they've made $10 off that first generator. Then everything after that, it's complete gravy. That is the whole idea here. So you have two options of there are multiple ways of making money off the one generator. Using my base 64, you can actually change it from this to this. Oops, let me just click. Let's try that again. From this to this. And this is literally more visually appealing. At least to me, it is. And if I didn't want to just do both of these photos, I can literally just put one photo in the background. But I have enhanced the view of it. So I can literally sell this easily for $30 to $40. So that's one way of making money off of it. The other way is white labeling this. Literally sell this as is for $50, $60. Tell people that you have full commercial rights to do whatever the hell you want with it, and you're good to go. The second thing that you can actually then I can continue making the photos like this here. Let me clear these off. Cancel that. Let's just pop up. Let's give. I haven't tried all these. Let's see the deep sea one. Generate that. Copy that. But I can make a ton of photos off of this, and I can sell the photos. I can literally make a pack of 10 or 20 photos and put them up on Etsy. Resize them so that they are for, say, I want to make a tumbler pack, as an example. I would do 10 photos. I would go to Printful, just as an example, whatever supplier you're going to use for your tumblers. You're going to find out what the size files are, and you're going to change the file size so that it fits that exact file size. You're going to do this to all 10 or all 20 photos. Sorry about that. And then you're going to sell that pack for anywhere between $3 to $10. When you're selling photo packs, it is not about the price. It is actually about volume. So say that you sell 10 photos for... Okay, that's weird. That one got tilted. But you could sell for... let's say that I put 10 of these together, photo-wise. I adjust the size, and then I say, okay, I'm going to put these up for $5. I'm going to sell 10 photos, a pack of 10 photos for $5. Now, you're going to say, oh, well, $5 doesn't sound like a lot. It's not. But if 50 people buy that pack in a day, because it is $10, or it's $5, that's $250 that you didn't have in your pocket. So selling the actual digital photos as packs, and I honestly recommend selling no less than 10, you start bringing more customers in to you, which leads to them actually buying either more products from you or higher priced items from you. This is basically would be considered a very low ticket item, but the low ticket items, they do add up quickly, but they also lead to more and better products that you can sell. And people are going to start trusting you more. They're going to buy more from you. And this is what you need to do. You need to actually build your trust up. Let's see here. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. So what I could do is I could actually generate a lot more of these, because if I put in the same prompt, I'm going to get something completely different. So right now there are 8 photos there. I do the other ones, that's 16 photos. I would adjust the size to them for whatever I was going to sell them for. T-shirts, mugs, whatever I wanted to sell them for, I would adjust it. I would literally adjust each one of these, bundle them together, put them up on my store, put them up on Etsy, wherever you're going to put them up on. Sell them for $5. And people are going to say, oh, I really like these. What else does this person have? And this way, and on top of that, I can actually use these for social media. The other way that I can make more money off of these is I can sell these as prompt packs. Now that one's different. Kind of like that one. But what I can do prompt-wise is I can continue to come in here, press the randomize button, copy each prompt that I get, stick them into a notepad as a temporary thing, go to Canva after I have, say, 10 to 20 photos, and you will literally make this look quote-unquote pretty. You're going to generate one photo of that prompt, from that prompt, and then you're going to put the prompt right next to the photo. And you're going to do this for all 10 or 20 or however many prompts you want to put together. And you can either use that as a lead magnet, which means that basically you're going to give it away for free. Everybody likes free shit. They're going to sign, but to get it for free, they have to sign up for your email list, because you want to start email marketing. And this way, lead marketing, to be perfectly honest, email marketing is actually a faster and better option to run than actual running sales. Hey, thanks for swinging in, Charlene. Email marketing, you literally have, if I remember correctly, the stats are something like anywhere between 30 to about 40% chance of someone buying from you off your email. Whereas if you're running ads, it's lower than that because it's a cold audience. You don't know, they don't know you, you don't know them, but if they've signed up for your email, you actually have a warm audience because they actually want what you gave them, which means it is easier to sell to them than it is if you just run ads here on TikTok or whatever social media that you want to run ads off of. Hold on one second. There we go. Something funky is going on with my laptop. I need to check the heat on that. So, our lovely little video is done. Let's go have a look at it. Let's see here. Output. There it is. Find the butterfly. Voila. There's a transition between the next song. But I can make this video as long as I want. Using the Seamless Production House, I can make an hour-long video if I want. And then it's just going to sit there and repeat itself until it's at the end of the song. And there are literally, let's see here, the whole thing is, look at that. It is 8 minutes and 15 second long video, which I can load to TikTok. Now, once I have this done, the next thing I can actually do is I can literally use my splitter that I have program-wise, which is not up on the store yet, and I can break this down into multiple 15-second videos, 30-second videos, and minute-long videos. This way, I have a teaser, I have a way of grabbing people's attention. I can use that for multiple ways of putting this up on TikTok, IG, FB, wherever the hell my target market is. That's where I'm going to be putting my stuff at. And let's see here. All right, thanks for letting me know, Val. I'll have a look at it a little later today and figure out why it's still crashing. So, as you can see, I now have multiple ways of making content very easily. Let's see here. I do believe I have the program. Let me have a look real quick. The problem that I have is I work off of a laptop and my main computer, and sometimes I do forget to load up programs depending on where I'm vibe coding them into existence, either on my laptop or here. So let's see if I can actually find it. Background remover, we do not need that. Blueprint engine, book factory, brain dump. Let's see here. Snippet, that's where it is. Let me just make sure that I don't have an actual new snippet, because you never know with me. I can get really weird sometimes when it comes to naming my folders. By the way, you should name your folders exactly how, so that you know exactly where they are, so you're not sitting there going, where did I put it? There it is, new snippet. So we're going to fire that off, and I will show you what the snippet program will do. It will literally butcher my video into multiple sections that we just made. So, this could take a few minutes to load up. We have the HTML injector, which basically takes our generator and goes boop, makes it all pretty. Now, my go-to, by the way, for vibe coding anything is Claude. It just does a better job than any of the other AIs that are currently out there. Now, if you want to do adult spicy things, you're going to have to go to Grok. Grok doesn't do too bad when it comes to making the initial HTML generator, but then if you have to make changes, you really have to hold its hand to get it to make the changes properly. And voila, here's our snippet. So we're going to load up our program. Let's see here, we can go to outputs. Here it is. Our nice little butterfly video that we just made. And we're just going to do the audio detect, analyze video. And it is literally going to analyze it in chunks. And then it's going to give us teasers, which is 15 seconds, shorts, 30 seconds, and a deep dive, which is a minute long. And we will see how many of this actually gives us. So, identifying your best 3 minutes shouldn't take long. This gets a little cranky like I do. But it's literally called the Snippet Butcher by the Grumpy Marketer, yours truly. I vibe coded this into existence using Claude Code. The way that I start vibe coding, by the way, if I want to make a program, I don't make apps, I make fully executable programs. You can do this approach for apps as well. You're going to start off in Gemini. That's going to sound a little counterintuitive, but you want to start in Gemini. Gemini is one of the best AIs out there for brainstorming. Do not have it write the code, because it can't write code worth a shit. So here we go. As you can see, I now have, if I go teaser-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 possible 15-second videos. I can literally select any of them that I want, and right now it's got 4 of them selected. Well, 5 of them selected. Let's just go here. We have shorts. Again, it's the same amount. This one here, well, actually, it's not even the same amount. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 shorts. And as you can see, it literally gives us our timestamps of where it's going to pull it from. And it automatically just selects a few of them for us. 1, 2, let's do 2. So we got 3 of them. Let's just select the 4th one there. And then the long ones, we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Different ones that we can choose from. It just is going to pick 2 of them. We will export them. And this doesn't take too long to export them. So now, with the seamless production house, I can make as long as movies I want. I can then take it to the snippet butcher and break it into multiple smaller videos. So say that you have an hour-long video for your YT channel. You can literally make shorts out of all of these and use them as teasers to lead into your main video. You can do the same thing. Oh, I gotta do the puzzle thing. Hold on a second. There we go. Yay. Hey, Constance. So now I can literally use these shorts as teasers to bring people into my hey Grace, I can use the teasers to bring them to the main video, or I can use the teasers to bring them to my website to come in and buy this generator. Everything that you're doing needs to lead back to your store to where you can make some money off of this. And as I said, even with this HTML generator, I have my logo there. It will lead them straight to my store. If you are doing, when it comes to your hashtags on all your social media, any social media that uses hashtags, the very first and or the very last hashtag that you should be using is your own hashtag. Just like this one here, seeing how this is branded for Realm Renders, I would literally be using the Realm Render hashtag. I have my own hashtag for the Grumpy Marketer, so anything that I put out video-wise, you will see the Grumpy Marketer hashtag. The reason why is, after a while, people will actually will see your hashtag and will be thinking, hey, what the hell is this Grumpy Marketer hashtag? Let me go click on that. And it's going to lead them right back to all of my social media. All of my social media is going to lead back to my store. It's the same with the Realm Render. Everything is going to lead. Everything will lead back to the Realm Renders website, so that people can actually buy my stuff, read what articles that I decide to put up there if I decide to do the whole article thing, watch a movie if I put up a video or something like that. I can embed a video into my own website, or I can again hook it into, literally embed it via TikTok, via YT, wherever I want to take them to. Every single thing that I am doing is going to be branded for me to bring people to my store. Let's see if this is still working. Yep, it's still exporting, and it literally has 12 of 52 clips selected. All of these run off of your own CPU and off your RAM. These do not run off of your graphics card. The reasoning is there are so many freaking graphics cards out there, it is a royal pain in the ass to program for all of them. So it's just easier to run it off your CPU. Now, what I use for vibe coding, again, I use Claude Code. And I actually use I downloaded their app to use it here. The reason why I use Claude Code for coding is because of the fact that I can literally just give it a prompt, set my permissions to bypass permissions, and I can walk away from this. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. I can go and do other things. I can watch a movie. I can go do laundry. Whatever the hell I want to do, I just walk away and just ignore it until it's done. And then that's the next step, is to start ironing out all of the bugs. Because I will guarantee you, the very first time that you run a program, that you make one, it is not going to run perfect the very first time off the bat. It's going to take quite a few renditions. Like right now, I literally have a font control command, which will basically temporarily load all of your fonts up so that you don't actually have to have them installed on your system. And right now, I'm still hitting a few bugs with it. I have a couple of testers, and Val's one of them. She's kind enough to be a guinea pig for me. And, oh, by the way, I do know why, Val, if you're still here, I do know why it does not work in my programs, and specifically because of the way that I have these vibe coded into it. And actually, I just heard a ding, so that's, aha, bingo. So, we now have, let's go to the right one that I have. We go to output, and we go down to here. As you can see, I now have a lot of extra. Okay, yeah. The reason why the font command does not work with my programs is because of the way that it calls on fonts. But this will work for Photoshop, Corel. It will work for any Word program as well that you have installed on your computer. But the reason why it's not really working for my programs is because mine are coded differently. It's not actually using a specific thing that Windows uses. So that's why it's not working with mine. I would literally have to rewrite my programming to let the font command actually work with mine. But as you can see, I literally have both landscape as well as... okay, here's a landscape. So I can load this up to YT for a short. And this is literally only 15 seconds. And then load this one up into again, short stopper, perfect, because most people have an attention span of a gnat, and that's being generous. And this is what the Snippet Butcher does. It literally takes our videos that we make, well, any video, and it will break it into a so that now I have multiple ways of very, very easily making videos and content. The cost to do that one video for 8 minutes, which was 8 minutes. Let's see, where's my billing at? Billing. Let's go to F5 to see if I actually caught it. All right, so we had $734 to start with. And the price, I don't do math in the morning, by the way. 7 cents to do an 8 minute long video with text, with a text overlay. I do not have to do the text overlay if I don't want to. I can just let it run as is. I have a lot more different transitions that I can use. As a matter of fact, if we run this again, if we come over to here, I'm going to leave everything as is. It's only you only have to pay that once. Let's actually browse and change the font, though. Let's go back to fonts. And I have an entire font folder here. I've bought a lot of them or downloaded a fair bit of them. And let's go to the pink script. And there we go. We'll load that up. There we go. Open that. Let's change the transition to, where's my page one? Because I actually like the page. As you can see, you have a lot of transitions that you can choose from. Page turn. There we go. Keep the audio loop. Keen burn. The keen burn basically just moves. This only works for slideshows. I'll make sure that this is actually on a slideshow. And this will take your static photos and it'll make it to where it slowly zooms in on it. It'll pan it left or right. Looks kind of nice. Font size. Let's jack this up a little bit more to where it's a little easier for blind people like myself to read. Visible for, we'll keep it at 5 seconds. Well, let's go 6 seconds just for the sheer hell of it. Page turn, transition, keeping, we can turn that off, and let's go to a 2-second transition. Let's turn the color grading on. Let's go to a warm one just for the sheer hell of it. Keep the beat sync off because that takes a fair bit of time. Again, I can do multiple batches of this. So basically, if I wanted to, I can make one for YT, IG Reels, TikTok, IG Square, X, or Cinematic. And I could actually click all those if I wanted to let it generate. Let's change the, we'll keep the position how it is. Let's drop the opacity down to 70. And we'll keep the size as is. Everything else is perfect. Let me just start rendering again. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually come in here and change the, I can actually go in and change the cards, all of that. I can get rid of these. I can add to them. I can move them up and down. Actually, there might, if we do that, let me just see. Okay, I actually have to make a minor change to the program. But this is the beautiful thing about Claude. I can come into here and I can say, okay, make sure it's in the Seamless Production House. Okay, one more addition. I want the ability to change the title cards. After I have done the first rendering, this way I can add to it or slightly change it without going back to Claude to do it. Plus, I want to store the cards, the title cards in a CSV file, PDF file, or a text file, whatever the user wants. Boom. And we just go into Claude Code and tell it exactly what we want. And Claude Code is going to make the changes for us. Now, if you do want to get into vibe coding, you want to make your own apps, you want to make your own program, my first step is to go to Gemini. I will not use Gemini for coding. I won't even make it. I won't even let it make me an HTML generator because it sucks at coding. But where Gemini really shines is it makes a really great brainstormer. So I will go to Gemini and I will just say, okay, hey, matter of fact, instead of me just flapping my gums, let's do that. Let's go to Gemini. And I do not pay for Gemini. Use the free version. And this way, I'm not wasting my time, my usage with Claude. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... why are you telling me to sign in again? Stupid thing. Hold on a second. Wait until it... Oh, that's GenSpark. That's why. Never use that program, by the way. They're not worth it. Here's Gemini. There we go. All right. What I normally do is I always come up to Gemini and say, okay, first, here is my brand Bible, because I do not remember if I loaded my brand Bible up to him or not. So I'm going to give him my brand Bible just to be on the safe side. Let's see here. I just have to find it. I have a lot of files here. And I'm getting closer to it. Seamless program, yada, 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 yada. Realm render prompts. There it is. What up? Load that up. And this way I now know that Gemini has my brand Bible. Thank you for sharing the Realm Render brand Bible, Concept Foundation, yada, yada. It's going to talk a little bit about it, and that's fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I want to vibe code a program, but I am not sure what would really suit my brand. Give me, let's go 15 ideas to start with. And this is going to be how, if you don't know what you want to actually create, you're literally going to just start your you're going to start your little brainstorming session off with just, hey, give me 15 ideas for my brand that I can actually make. So let's see here. Core HTML generators, visual asset tools, the art pack, Book Talk aesthetic renderer. For indie authors, it generates animated mood boards or aesthetic promo clips for TikTok. That's not a bad idea. Flash Render Thumbnail Maker, a drag and drop tool focused on high contrast, punchy visuals for YouTube creators. Glitch Port Visual Filter, a browser tool that applies a signature Realm Render, glitch, or data stream effect to any uploaded image. Ember Magneto brand tool, instantly renders high contrast Etsy or Gumroad shop headers using the brand's secondary palette. Magician's palette extractor, upload an image and it renders a color palette that anchors back to your brand specific hex code. We have audio content. Which one fits best? But what I actually like, let's go to where is the Flash Render Thumbnail Maker. So let's grab that one first. We're going to go, we're going to copy this. And I'm going to tell it, let's start with the Flash Render Thumbnail Maker. So here we go. Building the Flash Render Thumbnail Maker is a perfect move for the Realm Render brand. Yada, yada, yada. Some who need high-speed, punchy results since your buyer persona, which, by the way, if you do not know what a buyer persona is, just a quick rundown. Buyer persona is your ideal customer. It's the person that you want everything to do with your brand. The flip side of that coin is the negative persona. That is the person that you want nothing to do with your brand. Quick example that will give you nightmares. Let's see, what's that? Oh, did you actually do it? Yep, okay, cool. So, we can now do that. Cool. The flip side of the coin, of course, is your negative persona. Give you an example that will give you a nightmare. Let's say that you are selling women's cocktail dresses. The lovely, sleeky black dress that every woman needs that has a slit all the way up to her thigh, just to stop traffic and cause car accidents because guys cannot keep their eyes off her. Same with women. Now, your ideal customer would be a supermodel or an influencer that looked really nice and is an actual high influencer on TikTok, IG, wherever the hell she happens to be. Your negative persona would be me. I am a 50-year-old fat man that hasn't shaved his legs in 50 years. You want nothing to do with me. If I go to your store because you've used words or phrases to attract my attention, I've wasted your money on your ads. I've wasted your data. I've screwed your data up because it's just going to show that, hey, somebody showed up because they clicked on your ad. I'm not going to sell anything. More than likely, I'm just perfing at the pretty pictures. So, I've wasted your money and I've wasted your time. You do not want to attract my attention. You want to attract your buyer persona. And that is what your brand Bible does, is it tells the AI of your choice who your buyer persona is, who your negative persona is. It tells it what phrases and words to use to attract your buyer persona, and what phrases and words to avoid using so that we do not attract our negative persona. So we now have, let's see what our core function is. So to keep this aligned with your USP of standalone HTML generators with zero technical friction, here's the features set to focus on. Drag and drop canvas. Avoid black workplace where users can drop their own image or AI generated art packs. One-click realm overlays. Instant filters that apply the arcane purple to neon to any background image. The punchy text engine. Preset topographic style that uses bold, straightforward fonts in neon or ember with a heavy drop shadow for maximum content. Glow and portal effects. A library of digital portals assets, not too bad. Instant render. A single button to export the canvas as a high quality PNG or JPEG, bypassing any logins or subscriptions. Design language. Program should look and feel like a magician's tool. So the vibe strategy. Since you're vibe coding this with Claude Code and Python, you can instruct the AI to build the front end using a single HTML structure. This ensures a remaining standalone generator. I don't want a generator. What we're going to do What do you mean what Still Alive does? Not sure. I don't understand the question there, Designs. But what we're going to do, once she actually rewrites that to where I will actually understand that a little bit. My brain is a little slow this morning. I unfortunately had to dose myself last night. I was in a lot of pain. And it takes a while for my brain to wake up. Oh, the cinematic. Oh, yeah, that one will actually, the cinematic one. Let me see. Do I still actually have that? Oh, that's the injector. Let me get rid of that one. And we'll close this snippet. Oh, let's see here. Exported to. Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. Close that off. The injector. Oh, that's the font command. I do not need that one. What this one does, the cinematic will actually make most of your files, your photos. Oops, I gotta go to here. I gotta find it real quick. There we go. It will do something similar to this. It'll take one of your photos and it will do a subtle motion. As you can see, this one here is just waving the entire thing. You can do anywhere from a 3-second to a 15-second clip. And it's literally designed to create subtle movements or add a little bit of extra effects to, like this one here, as you can see. It's a way of loading these up to TikTok, loading it to IG, to grab people's attention, to show off your artwork, and just to show them, hey, you know, look, this is what I can actually do. You're most welcome. Let's see here. Let me find a little bit of a better one. Like this one here. As you can see, it actually has the embers flowing upwards. Kind of flexes the picture in and out a little bit. You can actually select what you want to actually move and what you don't want to move by painting it. And this does it in bulk as well. So I can load a ton of different. I can literally load a ton of different photos up and apply the same effect clear across the board. This way, I have more ways of doing output. No AI involved whatsoever. It runs off your own system. If you use code Grumpy, it's 30. It takes 35% off, which drops it from $60 to I think $39, something like that, along that range. Okay. This is still working. That's fine. This is literally still creating a new video. Estimated time of 16 minutes. That's perfectly fine. So, we have an idea here off of Gemini. With giving us our core functionality, drag and drop canvases, all that good jazz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it this will actually be a fully executable program, not an HTML page. What other designs or features can we come up with that will really help both the user with making thumbnails as well as the visual side of things? So you're going to ask questions. You're going to read what it gives you. You're going to ask questions, and you're going to say, hey, this is a really cool idea. This is a really wrong fucking idea, because it will come up with some really weird ass ideas sometimes. Or, like this one here. It was literally telling me that we are going to build, HTML generator. It's like, no, this isn't going to be a generator. This is going to be a full-blown program. So since we're moving from a web-based tool to a full standalone executable program, we can leverage the local processing power of the user's machine to offer much more punchy and intense features. This aligns perfectly. Of course it does. Here are the design features for the Flash rendered thumbnail maker. AI-driven background purge. Use local Python libraries to instantly remove backgrounds from the style photo or product shoots. This addresses the practical pain point of steep learning curves in Photoshoot. The Realm Glow layer system. Instant outlines. Automatically add a neon, or purple outline to glow the subject of the thumbnail. Energy streams. A dedicated toggle to overlay digital portal light streaks and data streams behind the subject to create depth. Punchy telegraphic prompts. No BS headlines. Preset text styles using the brand voice. Dramatic sizing button that instantly scales text to 110% of the canvas width to ensure it's readable on mobile, solving the inconsistent output quality. One-click realm render. Grading. Apply a global color grade to the entire thumbnail that forces it into the realm render palette. This would be more for realm render, but still. Vault. A/B split view render. Okay, all this doesn't look too bad. So what we're going to do is, hold on a second, I think I have a delivery coming. Nope, I do not. All right, cool. Now, I'm just going to say I like all of these ideas. Write me a highly technical prompt that I can take to Claude Code. Include 20 potential bugs that Claude needs to be aware of and squish before the program is actually functioning. Boom. Hey, Sip. Not too late. So far, what I've done is I have made this lovely butterfly bookmark generator. And if you want the code that I used, let's see here, hold on a second. Got labeled, alright, cool. I started off with this prompt right here. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Hold on. There you go. If you want, grab yourself the screenshot. I'll give you a second or two. And I will show you what the actual what Claude actually came up with. I always use Claude, but this is where I started off at. And then, let's see here. This is what Claude gave us to begin with. If you notice, it's got some butterflies floating in the background and whatnot. The original one actually had this weird bookmark thing right down the center, but it was kind of shit, so I told it to get rid of it. I have made a few changes because it wasn't quite doing what I wanted to do. The very first renditions, I will show it to you here, our very first rendition. This is C art, by the way, using both Infinity and the ethereal Gothic Laurel on it. Too far. There we go. This was the first renditions. I did not like it because what I was trying to aim for is the butterfly to actually be inside the frame. So I had to take I grabbed a couple of the photos and I went to Claude and said, okay, this isn't what I wanted. The butterfly is sticking out too much because I want the butterfly inside the frame. This is the second go around. It was getting a little bit better. And then this is still the second rendition. Then we start moving into these, which was the third and final rendition of this program. And these actually came out really good. It's not exactly what I wanted, but they're good enough for what I want because they were producing some really interesting photos. So I just kept running a few different random prompts, testing some of them out, seeing what I could achieve with this. I like how this one got yanked sideways. So what I could do with this, as I was saying earlier, is I could download all of these and sell them as photo packs. Literally just change the size of it to fit a tumbler or a t-shirt or a mug or whatever the hell I wanted to do, or a bookmark, because there are a few pod companies out there that will do bookmarks. Change the file size to match what they need and sell it for, sell the photo packs for anywhere between $5 to $10. I could then make music. Because these actually literally, it does a photo prompt, a video prompt, video script, Suno music, and an animated script. So I could go in and go to Suno, or in my case, Flow Music, grab a few of the prompts for the Suno music, and generate, let's say, 5 to 10 songs, and sell them as copyright-free music that anyone can use for whatever purpose they want. One of the biggest problems that people face when it comes to videos and on social media is you're going to hit copyright issues, trademark issues. By making it in Suno Music or Flow Music, you don't have to worry about the copyright. Hey, DB. Thanks for swinging in, man. So I can sell those. I can literally sell a pack of 10 instrumental. Let's just say instrumental music pieces. Sell 10 of those for, anywhere between $15 to $30, and literally push the fact that these are 100% copyright-free music. Anyone can use them for their social media, for their YouTube, for their TikTok, IG, wherever the hell they want to use it for, they can use it straight up. They can use it straight up for it. I would probably put 5 to 10 songs together and sell the audio pack that way, and literally really push the fact that, hey, you're not gonna get nailed by TikTok for having this music on there. It's not gonna strip. YouTube isn't gonna strip the music from your videos. You no longer have to fear a copyright strike because my music is 100% copyright free. You can use it for whatever purposes that you want. Commercial, personal, doesn't matter. Actually, yes. If you want to use if you want to actually use your music for commercial purposes, you do have to pay for it. Flow Music's $8. Suno's like 10 a month. And by doing that, you have full commercial use purposes for it. And it's actually that's perfect. Perfect while you're using Suno. And as I said, it's between $8 and $10 a month. So if you sell one pack, let's say that I make 5 songs, and I sell that pack for $15. One person has to buy it, and that pays for my Suno or my monthly fee of Flow Music. And these things will actually sell very quickly because of the fact that a lot of creators have this problem. They honestly have a problem with the music because you can't use anything that's copyrighted or trademarked. YouTube will give you like 1 or 2 strikes and then they'll ban your ass from the platform. TikTok can do the same thing. So if you actually sell these packs of music as copyright free, and they will be copyright free, people are going to start buying them from you. You're going to put up a couple examples on your store, or here on your live, whichever way you want to go about it, so that people are like, oh, that sounds really nice. I could use that. I could use that for whatever purpose that they want. They can actually use it, and it's very easy to make. You can actually make a generator for instrumentals for different genres and whatnot. Matter of fact, why don't we do that? Because I'm still waiting for my video to finish rendering. So let's go, and we're going to start a new chat using Claude, of course. So I got coffee and Claude time. So I'm going to say I need a new HTML generator. This one is going to be. This one is going to give us pure instrumental. Let's see if I can spell instrumental right. Instrumental music, both for photos as well as for Suno Music. The idea here is to be able to make a prompt for Suno Music for all genres of music, so that we can sell the output as copyright free, spell the right kind of copyright free music to our customers, so that they can use it in their own social media without getting a ding against their account for using copyright material. Now, this is literally going to be the start of this. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, so what we're going to do is I'm going to cheat this just a little bit, and I'm going to tell it, give me all the drop downs that I will need to truly make this an amazing generator. I will need a photo prompt, the main part, which is Suno Music prompt, a video script, because who knows, you may want to make a video out of it, and an animation script. So let's see, video. Let's see, we got Suno Music, we got photo prompts, video script, and an animation script. We'll go 10 presets. The first option of all the drop downs needs to be none. The rest in alphabetical order. Hey, I spelled that right. I'm impressed. So we now the rest in alphabetical order. I need a generate button. Never forget the buttons. Wrong button. A copy button. Copy active tab button. A clear all button. And let's make a really amazing looking background. Boom. So this is going to be the prompt that we're going to literally build. We're going to have Claude build for us. Again, no fucking idea if this is going to work, folks. But this is how you learn. You literally go in and say, hey, I got this crazy ass idea. Let's see what we can do with it. So, while Claude is coming up with our crazy idea, hey, Joe, we are going to go and go back to Gemini once I find Gemini. So here we go. Gemini, as you guys were watching, I literally started brainstorming. Gemini gave me, 10 ideas, 15 ideas? I think it was 10 ideas. Yeah, 10 ideas. I just chose the Flash Render thumbnail maker. And I asked it we started going through every single feature that we can actually do. And then I asked it for it to give me a high detailed technical prompt designed for Claude Code. So we now have the Claude Code vibe coding prompt. So what I'm going to do, thank you for the gifts, I'm literally just going to grab the objective, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the freaking bottom here. Copy that. I'm going to actually open up and make a new folder on my D drive, because I always start off with a new file, preferably. And we're just going to call this thumbnail maker so that I can find it. We're going to go back to Claude Code, which this is the app that it's using. Start in a new chat. Always make sure that you're on Claude Code. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to paste this, what we just got from Gemini. I'm going to paste that in there. I'm going to click on the open folders. Go to my D drive. Find the thumbnail folder. The thumbnail maker. Boom. So that it opens that up. My very last part that I always add, once I get the prompt from Gemini, is ask me any questions that you have before you start to build this for me. And my PC is being a little slow because of what I'm building. It's because of the video that it's literally rendering right now. Build for me. All right, cool. And then all we gotta do, press enter, and have my phone stop throbbing like that. I hate when it starts doing that. And then we're just gonna let Claude do its thing, and it's literally gonna come back to me in a few minutes to ask the question. So before I start building, here are my clarifying questions. These will directly affect the architecture and asset choices. So, here we go. Do you have any specific font you want bundled as the punchy headline font, or should I pick one and bundle it? Let's go to pick one. Actually, what I'm going to do is let's give the user 10 fonts to choose from as a base, and then let them upload their own fonts if they have them. So we go to the next question. For the canvas layer system, how many simulation layers do you need? Simple 3-layer recommended. We will go with its recommendation. For background input, how should the canvas work? Drop subject, pick BG colored grade, drop subject, drop separate background image, drop one image, choose mode. We'll just go with the recommended just to keep this a little on the simple side for right now. Do you have an ISO? No, I do not have one. Generate from the palette. So there we go. And this is literally going to start building us our program. Now, mind you, I have no idea how well this is going to work. I already know it will not work the first time that I start this. There will be some kind of bug or glitch in it. then what I will do is I will grab a screenshot and say, hey, this ain't working. Fix the damn thing. Let's see if Claude is finished generating. Okay, here we go. This program right here is Claude's app. Literally, you can download it off of Claude. The program itself that we are building is for building thumbnails for YouTube. And more than likely, it's going to be more for the Realm Render brand, just because of the settings and whatnot. And so here we go. We have the instrumental. Let's copy this. I don't want to copy that, actually. I want to download it. So open this up. And now we have an instrument music generator. So we have the presets of Epic Cinematic, Chill Lo-Fi, Corporate, Nature Ambient, Upbeat Pop, Dark Electronics, Jazz Cafe, Epic Orchestra, Tropical Vibes, and Meditation. Let's go with the Epic. We generate the prompt. And we have Suno Music, photo prompt, video script, and an animation script. So we literally have this lovely little prompt that it just gave us. So let's just copy the active tab. Go to Flow Music. Here we go. I don't use Suno, so I will use Flow Music. And we're going to pop the whole thing in there, and we'll see what it comes up with. By the way, this is the prompt that I used for this. So if you guys want to grab a screenshot, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can grab a screenshot. There you go. That is the prompt that made the instrumental music generator. As I said, I wasn't even sure if this was going to work. I had no idea. Never made something like this. So I was like, fuck, let's try it. Here's an instrumental film score. And most welcome. Wow, the photo actually screwed up. Okay, this is actually good. I'm going to literally tell it, okay, the photo actually hassles, no worries about trademark or copyright material. You won't get dinged by it, and sell, or I could sell the generator itself once it's actually properly built. Alright, so we are replacing all 4 generator functions with rich, detailed narrative outputs, which is what we want. But in the meantime, let's see here. What else genres that we actually have? Camera, we want to go to here. Seeing how we literally have 30 options. We've got world music, trip, hop, trap, synthwave, soul, reggae, another one, reggaeton, R&B, progressive rock, post-rock, new age, neoclassic, minimal techno, metal, meditation, lo-fi, Latin. So we literally have 30 different options, all at one go. Let's just randomize. Just for the, oh, it's missing the randomize button. I must have forgot to tell it that I wanted a randomize button. See, this is what happens when you forget things. So let's just go in also while it's still doing that. Also, we need to add a randomize all button. We'll wait until it's finished building. Well, actually, we're going to stop that. And what I'm going to do is, boom. This way it corrects everything. All in one go. So we just have to wait until it's finished. So, okay. Now let me find the end of the script to add the randomize function and also add the button to the control. Also need the previous replace. Okay, cool. Didn't apply. The old function's still there. We're going to close that off. But for right now, instead of being, I can still be lazy. And let's do the upbeat pop. Make sure that. We're going to copy the active tab. Dump it back into Flow Music. And boom. And while we're doing that, we can actually check on Claude Code to see if it's building. Okay, it is actually still building, so that's good. My video is almost finished. 48 seconds to go. And we'll check out on Claude here. So Claude is literally replacing all 4 of those functions with rich, detailed versions now. And here's our new music. And here is the second version of the video. Hold on a second. I got stupid on this one. I can ton of transitions that we can literally choose from. Let me find the transitions again. Where are the transitions? There we go. Literally, we have this massive list of different transitions that we want. This way, you can literally make, if you wanted to, you could make an hour to 2 hour or 3 hour long video using the seamless production, using either photos or your own videos. If you have, just as an example, say that you're building a storyline with a bunch of small little videos, 10-second videos. If you go and try to load these up to CapCut or to Canva, you have a long process to set all these up, and you're still going to get that transition. People are going to still see the transition from one video to the next to the next. This, though, the seamless one, is literally designed so that it seamlessly joins all the videos together. Now, if you're using videos, this is actually faster than if you're just doing a photo shoot. Because if you're doing a photo shoot with a keying, which is what makes the photos look like they're moving, there's a lot more processing to do. But you can keep your own original audio on there and just join the videos together. Or you could kill the music and add your own music to it. Just depending on what you wanted to do with this. Then you can use the Snippet Butcher to break these videos into multiple little pieces, from 15-second teasers, 30-second teasers, to a minute-long deep dive. And then you have multiple social media to put out for days, months if you want to. All leading to your main video. Your main video should lead back to your website, which should have where that people can buy shit from you. Let's see how Claude's doing here. Okay, it is done. We're going to download that. Let's open this up and see if it's got a randomize button. Yep, randomize all. No, that was kind of cool. It just flipped over. Boing. Generate. And if we do the photo script, here we go. Let's copy that. We will chuck that into CArts. Let's close that one off. We'll do the video. We'll do the photo for that, and then we will grab the Suno music, chuck it into Flow Music, and we'll see what this gives us. So we have an emotional Oriental EDM fusion. This should be interesting. And we'll check out what the photo is going to give us. So now I literally have a generator that can make music. It's literally designed truly for Suno music. And there we go. Oh, timber. Hope you all enjoyed that trip. That was unintentional knockdown. this even further. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's kill the music. Let me check on Claude Code to see if it's still writing. All right, it's still writing our program. Yeah, this is using CArt. CArt's my go-to for artwork. It's more powerful than what Midjourney is, and it's cheaper as well. But what we can do, there's a couple things that we're going to do to actually enhance this. So our next step is, okay, love this vibe. So let's keep it, keep everything as is, but we should put locks on all drop downs. And let's put in a fill in the blank so that people can put in their own music genre just to broaden this HTML generator a bit. So the locks are going to be what the, the locks are literally going to make it so that we can pick what we want to keep. And then if we randomize it, it's going to change everything but what we have locks down. And by adding the custom text fields, it will actually override the genre types, so that we now have broadened this a little bit more. Let's see here. All 20 bugs addressed. Hey, what do you know? We actually have a program for a thumbnail. Let's have a good look at it real quick. I'm going to build the bat file, which, by the way, there's one thing that I will show you guys. Yep, that's the one. Now, what you want to do is when you're vibe coding, and if you're making an actual program like this one here, you want to tell Claude to actually include a build.bat file. The reasoning is, if I double click on this, boom, I don't have to go into command prompt to type out this massively long, annoying ass string to get my executable file, so that it's literally all I got to do is press a button and start the program up. Without that, though, I would have to go into command prompt. I would have to go remember what I titled my file at, where I put the file at, then tell Claude, okay, give me the command to build the executable. It'll be this long ass string. So it's just easier to tell it, hey, include a build, literally just put in a build.bat file. I've got Claude trained enough that it now knows that when I'm building when I'm building a full-on programs like this, I want that build bat because I am lazy.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jax, by the way.
I hate people.
Let's see here. Raised, not found error, no model named, file type. Okay. We will, and see, this is what I mean about bugs happening. We'll let it see what it does. We will literally ignore it. And what will happen is, if it goes beyond this, it will literally close itself down. It'll just say press a button and it'll close itself off. So we'll just let that run. And we'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. Now.
Hey, question.
Yep. What's the question?
With that organizing thing, and or let's just put it this way, do we have a computer beginner 101 file download, where to find it, how to drop it into a damn Google file? Like, do we have anything, or do I need to create it and have somebody else like teach it, because I can't fucking do it anymore?
By the way, who you're hearing talking is Jax. She's in the rabbit hole currently. And no, we do not have something like that, and either you can create it or I can create it. One and or the other.
I don't know, my internet. Ooh, that's pretty.
Yes, this is the instrumental generator. Now we actually have, as you can see, I have made this so that it is a lot better than what the original one was, because now we have a custom fill in. So we have a primary genre, a custom subgene style, instruments, custom mood vibes, style reference, free form, Suno direction if you so want to do that. Everything literally has full locks on it.
I kill me sometimes. I sit here and talk to myself thinking y'all can hear me.
I talk to myself all the time. I mean, I'm talking to myself right now, and people are listening to me on TikTok. So, we now, and then, you know, as you can see, we've actually improved the ever living shit out of this program. Very, very simple. And we have photo prompts, we have video scripts. You can put in your own genre, whatever you want. Let it run it. But let's go with a meditation. And we're going to copy the active tab. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually lock the meditation part in. And let me just pop this into flow music. And we'll just pop that in there. Now all I got to do is just hit the randomize button, and boom. As you can see, everything has actually changed, except for the meditation. So the subgenre is acid jazz. That will be interesting for meditation. But I can continue to randomize everything. And it will go. There we go. Let's check out the photo for this one. Copy that.
That's so pretty.
So now I can add, literally, I can make 10, 20 songs for meditation. Meditation is huge on YT. It's kind of huge here in TikTok as well. And sell those packs. All just by using the HTML. And flow music or So I could generate a whole bunch of these, use my seamless program, and make a meditation video. Put it up on YouTube. Put it up here on TikTok. Let people listen to it. I could literally turn this into a 10-minute. I could literally turn this into a 10-minute video. Load it here to TikTok, and just say, "Hey, chill for a while, folks. Slow your roll. Come in, relax for a while." Same with YT. I think that's the best one that I like, so we're going to download that one. Let me fire the bass injector back off. Download. Go to outputs. Go to my HTML injector. Fire this off. And we're going to change the instrumental just a hair. Here we go. Go to HTML. We're going to find the injector. I mean, our newest one, which is right here, the second rendition of that. And we're going to just pop. Let's just do that one for the center. Full background, but we are going to go full image just to see. Well, actually, let's try the fill background first, and we will keep the text how it is. Going to put my brand logo in there. Realm Render logo. And we're literally going to position left. Let's actually do a smaller size on that one. And we're just going to do a float with a nice, lovely little purplish kind of look. There we go. And we're going to go Realm Render. Create what you want. Create without limits. Out limits. And then our URL, of course, is the rabbit hole. There we go. Copy that. Chuck the post in our URL. And we generate. Voila. Open that. Save. Click yes. Double click on it. And voila. As you can see, I've injected my one photo that I actually liked into it. And it stays there nice and neat. I could drop the opacity down if I wanted to. I can add two photos across here, or you could add a photo across the top. The logo itself is bouncing, screaming at people to click me. And they click them, and it takes them straight to my link. So there we go. We have multiple ways of making content. Very fast, very easy. And the injector takes it from... Oops. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. This is the old one. Let me get rid of these things here. Those are the butterfly ones. We'll get rid of this. Keep the music up. All right. I must have closed it out. I'm really good at closing shit out. There we go. All right. So this is the original. Could easily sell for $20. $10, $20. Or, boom, enhance it, put my own logo on it, sell it for 30 or 40. The base 44 program, HTML injector, you can find on my store. Link in bio. It's $20. And it visually enhances the ever-living crap out of your generators. Oh, and if you actually look in the very bottom, if you can see it, I don't know if you can actually see it because I just noticed this one. We literally have sound bars moving on it. Claude literally animated the background. I didn't even realize that. So that's a pretty cool little feature as well.
You got a moment?
Yep.
I want to show you something.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead and show it because I can look on the laptop. I cannot do it here on the phone, because on the big computer, because if I do,
No problem.
you know what happens.
Yeah.
Tiki-Talk will throw a hissy fit.
Oh, are you still over there? My bad.
Yeah, I'm still over. I don't care.
Okay. So...
Well, actually, hold on 1 second before you do that, because I just saw what time it is. I'm going to have to wind down here, but just give me a second here. So, I do have to wrap this up. Tomorrow, I am going to be here on tomorrow, and we will actually, I will show you what this thumbnail program does. I will probably leave it as is. I won't mess with it, so that way you guys can see the failure. And because it will fail, I guarantee you that more than likely this is not going to work right the first time. Because as you can see, it's actually still building the executable file. And boy, is it going nuts. Info analyzing hidden. Okay, so it's looking for something. So this is going to take a little while for this to actually build. And I don't know why it's doing that. I've never seen that do this before. So we'll just let it build. Worst thing is I close it off and tell Claude, okay, what the ever living hell is this? Why is it doing all this? What glitch did you put in here? But I do want to thank you all for hanging with me. You have the prompt to actually make the Suno Music program for yourself. And as you saw, I had to make a couple of minor adjustments. I literally told it I wanted locks on it. And I also told it to add the all of the extra little bits here so people can actually make their own custom music with this generator and actually get a prompt for it. Oh yeah, prompt easy enough. Hold on one second. The prompt is right here. Let me make sure you can see it. Grab a screenshot of it. And then what I would honestly do is I would grab the screenshot, take this to Claude, or take it to wherever AI that you want. I prefer Claude. And tell it that you want a generator for this, the screenshot, but include locks include locks on all drop downs, and add a fill in the blank so people can write their own music genre. Those are the only two. That's the only two things that I would honestly change about this prompt, and that's what I actually changed. And then you're good to go. And then you will get something. If you use Claude, you will get something like this. And then if you use my injector, my HTML injector, which is $20, you will get you'll literally be able to put your own photos in there. You can change the fonts very, very quickly. No AI involved. You're good to go. And you can find the HTML injector on my store. But now I have multiple ways of making. I can literally make movies using my Seamless production house, which it is on the store. It is $277. I can then take, I can make multiple multiple photos using whatever art program you want. Use the Suno Music, turn it into a video, put it up on YT, put it on YouTube. Fast, easy, done and done. So, tomorrow, you'll see what this thumbnail thing looks like. If it doesn't blow up my computer, or if I'm finally succeeded in making Skynet happen. Because as I said, I've never seen this do this before. Who knows? But I will be back tomorrow. We will look at the thumbnail maker that I actually generated here on live. And I will tell you about all the irritating shit that has happened. Let's see here. Yes, actually it does give you a script for a video script. Let's just, corporate 46. There you go. As you can see, I have video scripts. I also have an animation script. So, type, motion, graphics, art direction, motion direction, open scene, all that good jazz. I have a video prompt for it. A photo prompt. As well as Suno Music prompt. And once you get this prompt up and running, if you want to make changes, it's just as simple as saying, hey, change this for me. It's literally that simple. So you just take the prompt. As I said, I wasn't even sure if this would actually work, but this actually worked out really nice. I may play with this and enhance it a little bit more myself. And actually, as per normal, when I make something on live, for the most part, I'm actually going to put this one. I'm going to put this one generator up on my drive file. If you want it, if you do not have the link for my Google Drive files for the replays as well as for the generators, send me a DM. I will give them to you. And you have until Saturday to grab everything that's in the generator folder, because I am deleting that on my Saturday, which is Friday for those in the States. I only keep them up for a maximum of 2 weeks, and then I delete them, and we will add more to it as we go along. It depends on Suno Music, on the duration, on how long of a song it will produce. That is up to Suno, or in my case, Flow Music. And unfortunately, we do not have control over how long of a song it will generate. It would be nice, though, wouldn't it? To be able to say, okay, I want to turn this into an hour long. The movie script, again, if you're using my Seamless program, you can make it as long as a fucking video as you want. I've made a 58 long minute video. You can go even beyond that, depending on how much music you put into it, or how many videos you put into it, or how many photos you make. It really depends. Like, I loaded, just as an example, for the 58-minute long video, I loaded 17 songs and put like 16 photos on it, and those photos just sat there and rotated for 58 minutes. Hey, Serenity, and goodbye, Serenity, because I am actually getting ready to head out. So really, unfortunately, when it comes to the music, we don't have control over how long the music is that we get generated is. It would be nice if we could actually say, okay, we want 3-minute song, 4-minute song, 5-minute song, whatever. It is what it is on that one. But with the Seamless Production House, I can make as long as a video as I want. It just depends on how many photos you want to load up, how many. So I could literally make an hour-long meditation video using this instrumental generator, and just locking down. If I literally go to the meditation here, I lock the meditation down, and I just sit here and hit randomize, and grab each one of these and just make multiple songs, multiple photos out of it. Go to my Seamless one, load all of the songs, load all the photos. Might take 15, 20 minutes to generate that one video, but that's okay. And then load it up to YouTube. And boom, you're good to go. No AI involved if you don't want to, or if you want actual text. There is an option to put the text, let Claude actually put in the text for you that is on brand for you. So it's easy. Everything that we do has to be on brand for you. It's like with a Realm render. Everything that I do for that brand, it's going to be worked around that brand. All the text, all the output, everything. So, I will be here tomorrow, same time, same back channel. God, I'm old. And I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good day, good night. Thank you for joining me. And again, if you do not have the two links for my replays as well as for the generators, send me a DM. I will actually send them to you. They're free. Anything that is in the generator folder, you are all welcome to use it for whatever purposes. Commercial, private, whatever. Don't care. Hope you make a shit ton of money off of them. So, come hang with me tomorrow. See you later. TikTok really needs to make this button bigger. And I'm done.